Hey, what's going on YouTube? So I wanted to come back and do my actual first game of NCAA Football 06 race for the Heisman. I am playing against UAB, and obviously I am Tennessee. So if you did not see my first video, I will put that link in the description below. I am the quarterback for Tennessee, Andy Milley, scrambling quarterback. This is my first, like I said, first game of the season. First handoff goes to halfback number 21. Probably should have put some names on the rosters before, but it's pretty cool to see when you start getting the new recruits in and being able to tell the difference between them and the players you currently have. So get to scramble outside, a good 25, 30-yard gain. Bringing up first down and 10. Play action. Looking deep and intercepted. Pretty poor throw. I won't lie, this is my first time playing this game in a while, so it was a tough throw, but I did get the ball back from a fumble and get stuffed on the run there. Do have a very, very solid defense playing against a UAB offense that actually wasn't too bad. So yeah, looking at third down and 10 here. Able to convert with the long pass. Also, one of my favorite things I've noticed about this game is I forgot how much fun the punt returns were. Oh, looking deep and intercepted on the one, but it ends up being a touchback. So I did have two pretty early turnovers. Like I said, it took me a little while to get used to it, but once I got the hang of it, it started flowing a little bit better. Granted, it should, just because of the talent difference between UAB and Tennessee in this game, but I do get stuffed on my first option of the game. Some I'm obviously working on, just because scrambling quarterback option is supposed to be one of the things you're supposed to be able to do. But do connect on the deep pass there, and a handoff to 21 gets the first down. This was one of my more ugly plays. Rolling out, didn't get the throw off, and just got tackled out of bounds for, I think that was my first sack. Able to roll out here, and gains about 11 yards on the scramble. So that brings up fourth down. I do kick the field goal here. Give myself a little 3-0 lead. Obviously, I will be skipping pretty much all the defensive possessions, unless there's just something that's absolutely highlight worthy. And then I will also probably be skipping most, like, the extra points and things like that. My own kickoffs as well. A lot of the kick returns I'll try to catch, and punt returns, just because there are some good plays sometimes. But yeah, so taking a 3-0 lead after the first quarter. I did get the ball back after a fumble, and able to run it in for the touchdown there. Like I said, it was a rough start, 2 early interceptions, and able to recover pretty well at the end. Punt return, nice little juke there. Only got about 10 yards though. And I do have a very, very good running back in the backfield. I really need to look up the 2005 Tennessee roster. Able to roll out here for about a 30, maybe 25, 30-yard scramble to give me up to 50 rushing yards on the game. 21's able to get outside, broken tackle, good 12-yard gain. Able to get up to middle for another about 13 to 15-yard gain. Like I said, he had a very, very good game. I believe he had about 180 yards on the ground, and then able to, I believe that was for a touchdown. Yep, able to get the touchdown there. I believe that was my first touchdown pass of the game. Come back on my second punt return. Good for maybe about an 8 to 10-yard gain again. But yeah, able to spin off here, get a good little 10-yard, maybe 12-yard gain. Let me see if I can look through this roster right quick and find I believe this was a Tennessee team that was very, very disappointing. Oh, able to get the touchdown there. A few seconds ago, sorry, a little bit behind on that. But like I said, this was a team that started out ranked. It was around preseason, like number 3 or something like that. Ooh, nearly intercepted. But like I said, it ended up being a very disappointing team. Finished 5-6 that year, and one ended up being a really tough SEC. I believe this was caught. Yep. Nice little like 50-yard pass for a first down. See if I can convert before the end of the second. I believe that I do. Yep. And touchdown number 21. Number 21 was... Oh, I did have Arian Foster that year. Huh. I do not know. Oh, that might have been Arian Foster. Nope, he was 27. Gerald Riggs Jr. Alright. I don't know if he ever played in the NFL, but that is my running back, Gerald Riggs. Able to get loose there for a good run. I believe he does take this to the house. Yep, touchdown, giving me the 38, I believe 38-6 lead. As soon as I catch the scoreboard. Getting the punt return here. I believe this was for maybe like a 10, maybe like an 8-yard return. Looking deep. I believe this was incomplete. Yeah, my tight end hasn't been playing so solid. One of the things I have noticed about this offense is probably the biggest weak point is the tight end, but a completion number 13 there for a first down, getting me over 240 total yards on the game. And scramble here, able to spin, break a tackle, and then get taken down around the 2-yard line, and then I will rush it in on the next play for a touchdown. Nice little 2-3-yard scramble, bringing us to a, I think it's 38-6 lead. Going for a punt return here. I don't think this one was very good. Nah, maybe about a 5-yard return. Looking deep again. I believe this was incomplete. Yep. I was trying to look deep quite a bit just because the mismatch between the speed of my wide receivers and then their corners, obviously. Oh, I believe this was a touchdown. If I want to say, give him a nice little juke move at the end, and getting in for the getting in for like the 60-65-yard touchdown run. My 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, and I believe my last. Not quite sure on that though. Giving us the 52-13 lead. Nice catch by 13, getting down around the 25-yard line. Put me at 350 total yards on the game and 5 touchdowns. Pretty poor pass there, almost intercepted. Coming up near the end of the game, obviously touchdown, so yeah, brings me to 6 total touchdowns on the game. But obviously we are going to win this game. Not sure who got the last touch. I believe it was Gerald Riggs bringing in the last touchdown, our running back number 21. This was a very poor return. It looked good, and then kind of got stuffed on the opposite side. I didn't see the guy coming. Handoff here. Break it for about 8-yard run. Very good game rushing for me. I believe it was around 350 total yards on the ground between me and old Gerald Riggs back there, but I was stuffed in the backfield there and brought down for about a 4-yard loss. But I do convert the 3rd down, a nice little like 15-yard scramble. Pushed out of bounds, and then a little bit of a late hit, bringing me to 390 total yards on the game. Hopefully I can shake off the turnovers in future games. Obviously, I'll show you guys this in my following video, but I actually am in the Heisman top 5 after the first 3 weeks, because we did have a bye week 1 and week 3, but that this one game by itself was able to put me back in the Heisman top 5. which was pretty impressive. But I think rushing yards have a big effect on it. Did get stuffed on the option there, brings up 4th down, but I do go for it. Complete a pretty lucky pass downfield. Just kind of lobbed it up and able to come down with it here. Number 13 came in clutch for me quite a bit this game. And knowing that Arian Foster is in the backfield too, in future years, that'll be nice to have a solid little foundation built up. And able to get it in for the touchdown here, bringing it to 66-13 after the extra point. And running out the clock a little bit here, just so I can get the game over with a little bit faster. But yeah, so pretty fun first game. Like I said, 66-13 will be your final. Number 2 Tennessee takes down UAB. And yeah, so that pretty much concludes my first actual game on video. And looking forward to play, I believe it's Florida next. So big game coming up in the swamp. Had fun in my first game playing against UAB, and hopefully we can have as much success in the second game as we did in the first. So that's pretty much it. See ya.